So I imagine that most of you guys are getting ready to get back to school because the new year is right around the corner. So am I go back in a few days. And yes, I know this has been quite a difficult time, especially with all the nonsense that's going on in the education system, which worries me since I'm studying to be a school teacher. And one of those problems, in my opinion, is not being clear when writing test questions. Which is the topic of today's video. This is Funniest Test Answers Part 3! Oh my gosh, we're already at 3. But like before, these are creative answers created by students for questions, and some of these do actually crack me up a little. I would give them effort for creativity, but that would not work out so well. So with that out of the way, let's get started. First one says 1 over n times the sine of x. Alright, and there is no given answer for this, and I don't think the student's doing this right. They're just crossing out the n, so we have the letters S-I-X, and that spells 6. So according to this method, the answer is 6. I'm going to be very clear about this. Spelling and math are not often intertwined. If the letters are part of a word function, do not cancel them out. You can rearrange equations if the letters are variables, but that's as far as you can go if you ask me. Alright, moving on to the next one. What happens during puberty to a boy? He says goodbye to his childhood, enters adultery. Okay, for this kid right here, the word is adulthood, not adultery. There is a major difference. And keep that in mind, in the Bible, one of the 10 commandments is, thou shalt not commit adultery. Got that? Just saying it for those who know the difference between the two words. Unscramble the words to make a sentence about each sentence. Is pen in goat my A? And the student wrote, my penis in a goat? Oh my god. Something tells me this student was looking for an excuse to write that word. Wait, no, I think it's supposed to say, my pen is in a goat. Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure that the sentence that the teacher was looking for is, my goat is in a pen. But the way this kid wrote it, it's just dirty on so many levels. Draw a picture of what you will look like in 100 years. Who really thinks that kids will have enough time to reminisce about that? In 100 years, I will be blank years old. And then this kid, Warren, drew a tombstone. Warren R.I.P. So he's saying in 100 years, he'll be dead. He's not entirely wrong. I don't think I'll live to be 100 either. I don't even have anyone in my family that lived to be 100. The closest one so far was my great-grandmother, and she lived to be 97. So kudos to this kid for being brutally honest. Name 6 animals which live specifically in the Arctic. 2 polar bears and 4 seals. Well, the kid's not entirely wrong. That is 6 animals. But 2 things. 1, they obviously meant name 6 different kinds of animals that live in the Arctic. And second, this kid obviously had to redo his math because they realized 2 plus 3 is not 6, it's 5. 2 plus 4 is 6. But I can give this kid credit with my sense of humor, so good one on you. Write any 4 properties of white cement. It is white in color. The teacher wrote, you don't say! Well, duh, obviously that's one of the properties. White cement is white. Why else would it be called white cement? And this kid only wrote down 1 property. You're supposed to write 4. And kudos to this teacher for knowing pop culture and getting the meme. And the drawing looks pretty accurate, and I'm impressed. I actually have a shirt with this particular meme on it, but I haven't worn it in a few years. Probably doesn't fit me anymore. Hey, I like this meme. It states out something that's extremely obvious. This one says, how do you identify athlete's foot? And the student wrote, it's on the end of athlete's leg. And then drew a shoe pointing at the end. I mean, that is a nice drawing though. I am 99% sure that I've never had athlete's foot, and I'm 100% sure that's not the definition of it either. But like I said, it's not always straightforward, so these kids are very creative. I give them credit for the drawing though. This one says, do not write your essay on this page. And this kid wrote your essay. Ooh, we got a rule breaker here. Like I said before, this kid was trying to be funny. And the directions are just giving the students that they should write their essay on the pages that are given to them, not to write their essay on this page.
Their essay!
Seriously, it's not saying not to write the words, your essay. Draw and color 3/6 of a set, then complete the sentence. So that just means that you have to draw 6 things and then color in 3 of them, which is what 3/6 means in this case. 3/6 of the butts are colored. Okay, this is a very poopy situation. So out of all the things they could have drawn and colored, this kid chose butts. Why do I get the feeling this guy has a potty mouth sense of humor? But I can't take any credit away because this kid did exactly what was asked, to draw 3/6 of a set and color it in. So no losing points on that one. Okay, another math one and long division, alright. There are 43 girls trying out for cheerleading. Each cheerleading squad will have exactly 8 girls. How many girls will not make a cheerleading squad? And they wrote the fat ones roasted! Oh! This kid is savage today! Okay, in all seriousness, I think the answer the teacher was looking for was supposed to be written as a number, but this kid was just being savage. There aren't any descriptions of any of the girls, it's just saying how many girls there are, and how many will be on each cheerleading squad, and how many will not be. Well, let's do the math. So we have 43 girls, and each squad will have 8 of them. 43 divided by 8 is 5 groups with a remainder of 3. So the answer is 3. Just making myself clear. There are 300 students in year 10. I think the college campus I go to is like a few thousand, so that's kind of small. Mary and Mark want to find out year 10's favorite color. Mary asks 30 people, Mark asks 150 people. Mark says, my conclusions are more likely to be reliable than Mary's. Why does Mark think he is right? And this kid wrote, because Mark is a man. Well, you can't argue with that logic, can you? Just kidding, yes you can. Let's look into this, okay? There are 300 students. Mary asked only 30 of them, so that's 1/10 of them. And Mark asked 150, so that's half of the students. Mark thinks his conclusions are more right because he asked more people. So he thinks the probability of asking more people will more likely determine what the favorite color is. But no, this kid just took the sexist easy way out. Either way, the answer is wrong. Okay, last one. The water of the Earth's ocean stores a lot of heat. An engineer designed an ocean liner that would extract heat from the ocean's waters at T equals 10 degrees Celsius and reject heat to the atmosphere at T equals 20 degrees Celsius. He thought he had a good idea, but his boss fired him. Explain. And this student wrote, because he slept with his boss's wife. And the teacher responded, Jonathan, oh dear! Okay, this kid has no idea where that was going. But yeah, that would probably be a legitimate reason to fire somebody. I mean, you wouldn't want to have your lover cheating on you. You wouldn't trust him after that. Actually, I think for most people, the relationship would just be over. And like I mentioned before, in the Bible, another one of the 10 Commandments is, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, prohibiting the same behavior. Infidelity. Please be faithful to your lover. And if things are not working out, maybe you're just better off separating and finding someone else who's better for you. You don't have to cheat on your partner to do it. But that is all for today, everybody. I know it's been a while since I've done one of these, but I thought I'd do it because I'm getting in that back to school vibe. And I'm sure some of you are as well. Students, parents, teachers. You know what I'm saying. And yes, there are many flaws in our education system, especially in 2022, that I can't cover in this video. But let this be a lesson for you. Students, please pay attention. And if you want to be humorous, save that for another time. And teachers, be very specific when you're writing these questions. Otherwise, you might get ridiculous answers like these. I know I've mentioned these before, but I cannot emphasize that enough. But that is all for today. Make sure to like that video and hit the subscribe button. So that's all for now. See you next time, and good luck heading back to school.